Hi and welcome. In today's video, I present to you the cost of producing dried snails in Cameroon. As I earlier on explained in some of my videos related to smoking or drying snails at home, most times snails are available during the rainy season in Cameroon. Well, if it is intense, if it rains cats and dogs, the cost of a bucket is extremely high still. During the dry season, snails are equally expensive in Cameroon. And in Cameroon, snails are sold per bucket. They have a measuring bucket, and that is how it is sold. Most times when you go to buy snails, you have women who sit there to help you remove your snails, to wash it, to fix it or break it, and then they just deliver it to you washed. However, there are people like us who tend to do it ourselves. If you want to keep them at home to maybe fix the next day, then you're going to have to feed them. You have leaves such as pawpaw leaves that they will eat. You have banana, you have watermelon in particular, they are going to eat it. So just throw it into the bag and you will see how much they've eaten it. Tie your bag not airtight. If you do not have any space to keep them where ants are not going to go there, then you can just tie them in the bag and leave small holes so that they are going to be able to breed. Throw in some bananas, some watermelon, which they will love. Now over to the next day, you're going to transfer them to a bucket and then you're going to wash them first. Can you see the leftovers of the pawpaw leaves? They've eaten it. When it comes to keeping snails or snails production as a whole, there are certain things that you should not do, and I'll be sharing some of them here. The first is, if you're going to keep it at home in order to fix it the next day, you should keep it in an environment or space void of ants. If you must, then try to get this ant powder. Most times it is applied to the four walls of the storage room where you're going to be keeping your snails so that ants will not be able to cross the line. You see the combination of ants and snails, it is not a good one. Secondly, when storing snails, make sure that there are holes on the bag and make sure to leave some small space for them to be able to breathe. If you leave a large hole, they are going to run away. Now, contrary to what most people think that snails are slow, they are going to run away. Even if you tend to cover them in a basin, make sure to cover them properly. The third thing I'm going to say is, when you want to deal with a snail supplier, plead with them not to sell snails to you which have been trapped using fente. Fente that it is called. If it is not the right word, please let me know in the comment section. And if I get the right word, I'll leave it in the comment section. But this is something that is used to catch snails. It attracts snails. And when they use it to catch snails, their lifespan is extremely short. That is why most times somebody will bring a bag of snails to you and 3/4 or let's just say half of it is bad because they use fente to go and catch the snails, which is not a good thing. So make sure that your supplier is not using it. I would have described what this is, but I really don't have the right words to put it together. So make sure that you are void of that kind of dealings, so you do not end up with bad snails. Contrary to what most people think, they think the snail business is extremely lucrative and all of that. I do not beg to differ because you are on the right path. However, the losses incurred in most cases is the reason why some people tend to sell their snails the way they do. And there are times where the workload is extremely high. Okay, for example, you watch this video, please watch till the end so you see what some snail sellers are going through, the vendors. You should also know that there are two different kinds of snails, and I do not speak of sizes. I speak of the different kinds of species. Let me show you. Una fit sell nyama for the quarter because this nyama is more than nyama for 5,000. It's more than. That's more than 1 kilo. That's long last. Okay, there's a different thing. That one is short last. Yeah. Hey, see this one? Yeah, now long last this. You see the big one. One jumbo snails. Now long last they ever give a big size. But some short last they almost. Which one? Long last is male. Yes. Yeah. So this is male snails. Yes. Then this is female.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
The difference is that look at the tail.
Okay, the buttocks is short.
Yes, but this one is long.
Okay, this one's buttocks is long.
This one's buttocks is long last.
So my younger sisters went out to pick snails the other day, and that was what they came up with. Learning never ends. Learning is a continuous process, and that is something I would love to state now. Most times when I want to wash snails, I tend to realize that some are darker than the others. And I used to say, when I fry this one that is dark like this, how am I going to place it? Because it's going to look darker among the others. So most times people explain to me that they don't even want to eat the long type because it is quite dark, really dark in color. This is how most people in Cameroon remove their snails from the shell. They use a spoke. If you go to this mechanic workshops, ask for a spoke and they are going to sell it to you. One costs 100 francs. Most times people tend to crack their snails open, and this is in situations where the spoke cannot get the snail out. However, that is set aside because it is washed differently. Because if you pair it with the rest, you might end up inviting sand or broken shells, which is actually not good. So a lot of people tend to shy away from that. When removing snails, you realize that you find blue water. This blue water is sold in the market, and these shells are equally sold. Now when it comes to snails, I have realized something. Everything about this particular animal, I don't know if it's an animal, everything about it is actually sold. The shell is sold, the blue water is sold, the snail meat sold. After removing it from the shell, you're going to beat it empty without any water, no salt, nothing at all. Just beat it to get rid of this first draw. This is what they say you must get rid of, else you will wash it from now to tomorrow and it is not going to be clean. So you will get rid of this, you're going to beat it again and get rid of this extra draw. This is the first draw. This is how they call it when it comes to snails. This is what they call the first draw. So you're going to throw it away. So after doing this, you are going to engage in the real or proper washing of snails. I understand why a lot of people don't like eating snails out there, because they think people don't wash it. But please, people wash snails. Some people wash snails. To wash snails, 3 things are used. Most times, some people use alum, others use salt and lemon. In our situation, we use all 3. We start with alum. Most times people use alum just to get the draw of snails so it does not produce more. However, I don't know why that never works for us, because after using alum, it is still extremely slimy and we have to wash with salt. And then we equally have to wash with lemon. So let's go. This is a process you must engage in, which is to break your snails. You must break it to take out the eye, get rid of the bile. People eat the eye of snail, so it is sold in the market as well. So it is broken in the middle. This actually helps with the washing because you will be able to wash it easily. You know that there's this bitter part in a fowl that is not supposed to burst, else the entire chicken gets bitter. Now, this is the same thing that applies to snails. It has this bile. That's how most of us call it. We call it bile because it is definitely bitter. So that is something you're supposed to take out of the snail. And a lot of people do not know. So I am going to show you shortly what it is, how it looks, so you can easily identify it when fixing your snail. So you're going to take it out every time you see it.
This is there are 2. They will see where there's egg. You see the yellow one is egg, you know. Yeah. That's here. There's a small thing that used to be around that is bitter. It has come out. I need to cut it.
Okay, it needs to be bitter.
The small black thing like this, you have to cut it off. Let me see if I see here. This one I did this. See the tea. That's that. This eye, people eat, cut the eye and put like this. Cut like this. This is it. I come here like this, I do like this. This one is, eat it. Okay.
Now back in the days.
This,
Show me which
this
one.
one, this
Is
is by.
by
Yes, it's bitter. Yes, so I have to cut it. Yeah, that is it.
That's it.
Yeah,
So this is the next stage where we are going to begin the washing proper, and we are going to be using salt. Salt helps remove slime.
I said fire.
Put all this in here. Look at it on. Give me some. Yeah, on. Yeah, I already.
As for the eyes, we are going to wash it later. It is sold in Cameroon for 100 francs per tiny plastic. So I will show you guys in another video on how to cook it, well, the commercial way, because that way it is sweeter. Now we are going to proceed to add lemon as well. Some people tend to add this earlier on so that they are able to cut the draw off their snails, but here we are going to be washing it properly. So when washing snails, make sure to wash in between, proper around the upper part where the eyes are from. You have to wash it well, so make sure to rub your hands in it. This video, I hope it helps, because this is a detailed video on how to clean snails, how to remove it, how to fry it, how to cook it for exportation, how to dry it. Everything you need is in this video. Add salt, no water, and wash it. You beat it, and in due time the draw will come out.
I get to move this thick jaw first up. It's too thick. It's too thick.
Okay,
You see how?
Yes. Okay.
Pull it here. See.
set, it's set.
If you're washing this under the running tap, then you can transfer to a colander and just put or stand under the tap. But our taps were not flowing.
String on top. Instead, this cutter. Spoil. No fit ever in.
I don't clean.
Man said they must wash her, bring her back. The mini one is, yeah.
Wooden spoon, ask Lame Berlin.
Therefore,
You come back, come back. Yeah, you get it.
oh my.
This last one again. Not
Let's
really.
see, Anna. You not get other views.
And if I know, remove smell. If I'm going to get a smell, we get as well remove.
Lemon. That's it.
Yes, yeah.
Peter, you go see Peter.
You get for beef powder.
I may not be done wash the stone.
When it comes to drying snails for exportation, there are two ways: extremely dry and somewhat fresh. Now with the somewhat fresh, you have gotten rid of the excess water in the snail. However, it is not really dry like that. So this all depends on you. Whenever you want to dry it, it depends on you. And this is what we are currently doing. I have a video, like I stated, I'm going to leave in the description box. I hope that helps. If you watched to this extent, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe and turn on your post notification bell so you are updated every time I upload a video. Other videos will follow, other recipes.
Snails.
This is it. We show how they from start. Right.
To package this, some people select the big ones from the small ones, so each size has its price. That is how it works. Thank you so much for watching. Other videos on how to make snail soya, snail pepper soup, and many more will be coming up. Thank you guys again for watching. Please share this video so others can come and learn. This is a lucrative business, so others can learn and everything.